Mr. Slaven Zrnkovic, are you here with us?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, Mr. Slaven. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Fine. Okay, Mr. Slaven, the stage is yours. You can continue.
Thank you very much. First of all, welcome everybody. My name is Slaven Crnkovic. I am export manager in company Alarm Automatica. And today I would like to show you how Alarm Automatica and Ajax, as a manufacturer of security equipment, 4 years ago established a very successful cooperation. What were the key points of this cooperation? What are the news in Ajax and what are the news in Alarm Automatica? And all together, I'd like to show you how this symbiosis works for now 4 years. I'd like maybe to share my screen with you. My presentation will be in English language because thanks to Virtual Security Summit, this year we have attendees from not only from ex-Yugoslavian countries, but also from some countries of Eastern Europe. I would like to say hello also to these attendees. Thank you very much for your time today. Probably on the beginning, it's very important to say that Ajax and Alarm Automatica are in cooperation for 4 years now. And beside distributionship of Ajax security systems, our company, as distributor and system integrator of all kinds of technical security, we try to implement Ajax advanced solution also in our solutions. This will be the majority of my presentation. Also, I would like to start with Ajax's newest campaign, which is called Multi-Release, where they are presenting some news on security market. My first part of the presentation will be focused on visual alarm verification, where we as a company managed to integrate visual alarm verification from Ajax devices into our software, which we developed for 25 years now, and which is called AB System DCNG version 2. My second part of presentation will be focused on scenarios, which is the news in Ajax security system, and which is very, very nice feature for all those installers and all those end users who would like to be more focused on some smart home automation solutions. And my third part of the presentation will be focused on Multi-Rex. This is the solution where you would like to extend your current system by using repeaters, where on the newest Ajax device you can connect up to 5, and where you can have a very big surface that you would like to cover with Ajax security devices. It's very important to say why Ajax is so successful company, because this is a pretty new company, not more than 10 years old. And how in this less than 10 years, they become one of the fastest growing security companies in the world, and how they manage to be trusted by security professionals in more than 100 countries, as you can see from this map, from all the continents in the world. And you can see that the Europe is covered in every country. So it's very popular in Europe, but as I said, not only here, but also in some other continents. This is a company that is doubling the turnover, more than tripling the number of employees every year. And it's showing that it's becoming a very important player on the security market. Important to say that Ajax is not only a manufacturer of one single part of the system. Ajax, as a manufacturer, they are focused on few lines of the business. First line, of course, it's the hardware part of the system, and they developed here in the hardware part of the system. They developed 5 directions. First of all, of course, that they are focused on security devices. So intention is to deter the burglars, so to avoid and to protect the system from the intrusion. In this direction, they every year produce a lot of new devices for security, and now they have more than 50 devices that are directly connected with prevention of intrusion alarm. The other part of the business is environmental detection. So IACS produces also detectors for fire detection and also for CO detection. And the third line is detection of flooding, which is in end user homes nowadays a very popular device. Fourth direction is, as I said on the beginning, is their direction to the smart home automation appliances. And therefore, they produce every year more and more devices which enables you to have smart home automation at your home, and which enables you to have different kind of scenarios, which will be my topic in the second part of presentation. And at the end, IACS system enables you to stream your security cameras if your cameras are already installed at your premises, or if you are using their peer camera detectors, so detectors with integrated cameras inside, through which you can have video photo verification of your alarm event. This is nowadays, as we all know, it is a trend by many manufacturers, but I think that here in IACS system, it is provided by very simple usage of the system and by great devices. So beside hardware, IACS from the beginning is developing their cloud, very reliable cloud, which enables you to have in real time display the status of your system. You can have immediately information of loss of the communication on your system, and the system can be managed and configured automatically from any part of the world using their applications. So the system it's very safe in this direction, and it's very approachable from any part of the world. Also, the system is upgraded and updated automatically from the cloud, so user can have immediately all the news and all the new firmwares and all the updates of some functionalities automatically on his system. So the cloud, it's supporting this great hardware that this company is producing. Also, I mentioned they developed few applications. The most important application is the user application, which is called IACS security system. It's free for a download, and through this application you can do everything on your system. You can install it on a very simple and easy way. You can configure the settings. You can after that manage the whole system through your end user application. If you are an installer of technical equipment, you can use IACS Pro application, which enables you to, beside those functions that I mentioned before, you can scale your monitor up to 3,000 facilities, and you can have information about all your systems installed and all the information from the premises without going there. So it's very, it's very easy to get those information from this application, and it saves a lot of energy and a lot of time. Beside the Mobile Pro application, there is also a Pro Desktop application, which enables you also to have some information about the system, some history of events, and many more information about the system. And of course, I would like here to answer on the questions why IACS is so successful on the market, and why we as a company decided to step into the relationship and cooperation with them 4 years ago. And I try to point out those four parts. So the reliability of the system, as we all know, for intrusion system is the most important segment. So with their operation system Malevich, which is the news on the market, they have a lot of patents and innovation in their technologies. I will say a little bit later some specifics, which enables you to keep your battery life longer, and the range of communication is extended on very long distances. Very important is also usability, because I think that the biggest barrier of changing the system on installer and the usage of the system on the part of end user is the usability of the system. And here I would like to point out that here the usability and the easiness of the system, it's great. Even the installation, which I said, everything goes through the mobile application. Design is very nowadays important part of the system, and whoever sees IAX devices says that it's great, and that probably it's the most best looking system on the market. And fourth part, which is very important to be successful as a manufacturer, is to innovate. So IAX can say that every year they are launching new products in all the directions of detection, of the smart automation, about power supplying the system, and so on. And I would like to say that this year they managed to make a huge step forward, because this year they are nominated for 4 awards. I'm sure that we all know that Security and Fire Excellence, it's one of the great organization, which every year awards the best producers and the best companies in security. And this year IAX has 4 nominations. Nominations for innovative software and innovative hardware on the market. So innovative hardware is a peer detector with the camera built in. Software is cloud-based control monitoring software for monitoring the system from the part of the monitoring stations. Also, it is nominated as a security hardware manufacturer of the year. And here they are nominated for one innovation, which is import of data from the old hub already installed in your premises if you are migrating to Hub 2 Plus, which is their newest product on the market. I will say a little bit more about this in the second part of my presentation. So I think those are the very good reasons why we as a company decided to step into this partnership, because we as a company, we have similar vision like them. We are also not only focused on software, but also on hardware, but we also are focused on software part. We are producers of and developers of our softwares for monitoring centers and integration softwares, which my colleague Renata yesterday, she was trying to explain what is the usage of this software. We also are trying to provide you the services to help you to be successful in your business. And we are also creating platform which will help all our users or end users or our partners as installers to be also more flexible and more focused on their own business. Few words here. I would like to say that we are a company present in 11 countries. And the newest acquisition this year is Slovakian market. We opened the branch office in Bratislava. And the very important thing to say is that we as a company, we are provider of 4 types of value propositions. And I would put IAX in those smart automation and smart security part of our value proposals. So I think that the same vision on the market, it's something that connected us. And you can see that although IAX has much more countries covered, but by their business, our coverage is mostly focused here in Central and Eastern Europe. And here we are present in 11 countries. Now, let's say a few words, the most important things about visual alarm verification. For that, you need to have some device that will be in the center of your system. So this is a control panel, and you need to have some detection device, which will send you some information from the premises. So I'd like to say that Ajax has in their lineup 4 hubs. Hub 2 and Hub 2 Plus, they are supporting the video verification. Not only you need hardware for this part of the story, you need to have great technology. Jeweler technology and Wings technology, it's incorporated in their Hub 2 panels. And Jeweler technology, it's something that was innovation from Ajax part. And the most important is that this technology enables you to have 2 kilometers of distance between your detector and hub. It has two-way communication. It has great encryption, and in this direction, increases your safety, increases the battery life of your detectors, and in one word, it increases your security. Also, there is another technology, another communication protocol, which is called Wings. It enables you to have transmission of the photo taken from motion camera to your hub, to your control panel. Hub 2 Plus is the newest. It's the giant among all other hubs. It's the biggest hub in Ajax offer. Very important to say that every hub comes with embedded with built-in IP communicator and GPRS communicator. Ajax Hub 2 Plus comes with 2 SIM card slots and comes together with the Wi-Fi communication. It enables you to have visual alarm verification as any other hub. It enables you to have video streaming from the cameras that are added to your system. Great supportness, 200 connected devices, 25 partitions, 64 scenarios. It's something that is really huge step for Ajax on the market. From the part of detection, here is a motion cam. As I said, not only technology and quality of the system is important, but also the design of device. I think that device has great design and it really fits in every interior. But also, of course, it has Jeweler and Wings protocols inside. It's easy in the dark, and it's delivering the first photo that is delivered to your premises. It's less than 9 seconds. So the reaction from the alarm event to the triggering of first photo, it's great. Of course, nowadays, GDPR is very important. And here I'd like to point out that it's not possible to see your photos or to see your premises if there is no alarm event. So there is no video on demand that somebody connects to the system and sees what you are doing in your premises. So this is not possible. And of course that all the photos are encrypted and it's stored on Ajax cloud. So this is, from the GDPR point of view, it's very important to say. How this happening? So if we have a motion detected, of course, when alarm it's on, when the system is armed, motion detected, alarm is raised, and as I said, first in few seconds, your first photo is triggered and sent to the hub. It's very easy. This all protocol, how it goes. Where you can see the verification of your alarm event, you can see it on your all mobile applications. So on your end user Ajax security system application, on Ajax Pro, and as we said that there is also Ajax Pro desktop application for the professionals of technical security. You can see also in the newest software that is developed from Ajax side. As I mentioned before, the software is nominated for the great award this year as a software innovation of the year. This is a software for monitoring station. It's cloud-based, and it enables you to have all kind of features that from which you would like to cover and control the premises. So you can have, of course, monitoring you can have all kind of reports, events, logging. You can have all a base of all customers and some other very nice features which are integrated here. Among which I would like to point out that mobile panic button service. It's a very nice feature from which you can see if somebody presses the mobile panic button, mobile panic button, you can see the coordinates from which and the place from where the person is looking for some help. So you will see it automatically on your software. It's a great help for monitoring station. And this feature is available also for the other users of the application. So if somebody presses the panic button, all other users of the same system can see where the help is needed, where the person is at the moment. It's very easy to explain why this is important, because you need some more information about your alarm event. Because maybe your nanny forgot to disarm the system and there is a false alarm, or maybe your pet triggered an alarm, or it is a real burglary. So the idea is to have a verification as evidence of professionalism if you are acting like a monitoring station. But not only in Ajax solution, we have this kind of development and this kind of solutions. We developed our own solution. As I mentioned on the beginning, AB system DCNG, it's the product from Alarm Automatica. It has been developed for more than 20 years. It is a modular software, and this software has more than 200 users in the region. The software is localized in all languages of the region, including English. And it is used in all the countries of ex-Yugoslavia, together with Hungary, Romania, Albania, and Bulgaria. So, in my opinion, this is the most popular monitoring software in the region. Last year, we managed to integrate video verification from Ajax motion detector with peer camera, and we put it inside as a total solution where you would like to have some more information from your alarm event. Together with Ajax, we have also received some of the awards during all these years. And I would like to point out here Zlatna Kuna, which is the one of the most important awards that we get, and this was for video verification module of the software. It was more than 10 years ago. Of course, that meanwhile we developed our software on a much higher scales. The software is supported by majority of the receivers from the market. As you can see here is the list of all the receivers. And of course, if there is no any, if there is any receiver that you would like to be integrated, of course that it could be done pretty easily from our R&D engineers. Beside that the software is modular, it has some very nice features in terms of other modules. Procedures, it's very used module. From here, from this module, workers in the central monitoring station can receive for every account that they are protecting the procedure how to act in terms of alarm. Graphics and maps, here you can receive more information about the premises, about the account, about the layouts, and about the real location of the system. And you can also receive your events via SMS on your mobile phones. Video verification is something that is not new in AB system DCNG. As I said, 2009 we received an award for innovation for that. But this is very video verification over recorders. So here we have implemented beside some worldwide known brands like Novivotech and Hikvision, we implemented our own brand, DVC, Digital Video Communications, which is from the beginning part of video verification here, and news from our DVC proposition. I would like to invite you at 2 o'clock. My colleague Dan, he will have a very interesting presentation. Video verification of recorders is something that is very easy because it's going through AutoNAD, so there is no any difficult port forwarding or any other complicated operation. You can have full integration with the system, so you can have a video on demand, you can connect whatever you want, you can record whatever you want and whenever you want. This is something that gives you flexibility and that gives you more information about the premises. But in this direction, you need to have alarm system, CCTV system installed in the premises of the protected account. This last year, as I said, we developed also video verification over alarm panels. And the news is that we managed to integrate Ajax and DSC Power Neo series inside. Here, you cannot have video on demand, but you can have a snapshot whenever some alarm event it's happening on your premises, and all those pictures that are collected there can be stored and can be overviewed whenever you want, or maybe can be printed if you need some evidence for some alarm event. So this is a great feature that our guys from R&D department implemented, and I can say that our AB system DCNG is one of the 3 softwares in the world that are supporting Ajax visual alarm verification. Not only this is the news from our guys, also we managed to integrate API from Ajax. If we say what is API, I would say that basically this is interaction between data, application, and devices from one place or one producer or one system to another. So it's nothing so complicated in this definition. What can we have now? We can have, for all the users of DCNG, they can have remote management of Ajax system. So you can arm, disarm, you can bypass the zone, you can trigger some outputs directly from DCNG, and this is process that is still developing and ongoing. In the future, there will be much more features inside. You can change whole configuration of your Ajax system from DCNG. So you can erase, you can some of devices, you can erase some of the users or add some of the users without going directly on the field. And you can have a constant synchronizations of data between hub and DCNG software. So as a conclusion of our relationship, AB system DCNG is supported Ajax through API, through video verification by having Ajax translation software built in, and through Enigma receiver through SIA IP protocol. Also, the news from this year is that we also managed to implement geolocation from mobile panic button. So whenever somebody presses the location, it can be seen also on the map. All those exact coordinates are shown to the dispatcher in monitoring center. So I would say from this position that we are pretty successful in it, and that all this integration is going into very good direction. More integrations are announced in terms of integration, API integration, and also some something regarding the visual alarm verification. This is something that probably will be developed till the end of this year. Second part of the presentation will be much focused on automation scenarios. Automation scenarios is something that appeared lately in Ajax systems, because demand of smart home security and smart home automation is increasing lately. And beside the hardware that they developed, they also developed scenarios which are incorporated now in the security panels. As I said, all the hubs are supporting scenarios, of course, from the smallest, which supports 5 scenarios, to the biggest hubs, which supports up to 64 scenarios, which is very huge, I would say, home automation system. Functionality, this is, as I said, you don't need any additional device, so you just need executive device, which is a hub, and you need some automation devices, which at the moment there are 4. Automation device 212 20 volts on 12 volts. You have smart socket, and you have panic button, which can trigger the home the scenario features. Here I have some examples of the scenarios. I'd like to show to you. Maybe you will have much more ideas how these scenarios can be used, because lately I have a feeling that a lot of, I would say, advanced installers, they would like to do some home automation, they would like to go more deeper in some scenarios, programming, and so on, but I feel that they have some kind of barrier towards that. And here I would like to encourage you that the programming of the scenarios and the usage of Ajax home automation devices, it's very easy, and you can do it pretty in a very short period of time. So here is the simplest scenario when you would like to disarm of the entire system at some hours. So, like for example, from 8 to 7:30, you would like to arm the entire system, and maybe you would like to disarm maybe some group or some partition at from time to time what you would like to define. Also in night mode, if every day is the same, you go to sleep 11, you wake up 7, you have this night partition armed in this period of time without arming or disarming it manually. Automation devices can be scheduled in a few ways. It can be scheduled by some of your wished time, or some of your steps that you are doing through the day. So you come home, you do this, you do that, and this is something that the system, you would like the system to do instead of you. It can be done by alarm. So when something is in alarm, then you would like from the system to do some other thing. Or it can be done by pressing some of devices in these premises. You can press button when you would like to turn on some scenario that is coming. So here, this is the example when the leak detector informed you that you have a leakage in your bathroom, and the activity directly what is scheduled here is that electro valve is activated in the bathroom. In these terms, it's very nice feature, and it's very usable. Devices, as I mentioned before, here are listed: socket, wall switch, and relay, and together with button which you are pressing when you would like to have some kind of activity. Here you would like to turn off, turn on light on schedule, and you have here that when the system is armed, the light is off, and when system is on, the lights are off. You can play with it whatever you like. So automation device by schedule. You would like to turn off and turn off lights however you walk through the house. this is just one idea how you can do that, to turn on and turn off the lights according to your habits. Here you would like to turn off and turn on the heating. Now here it is the daytime and the heating is off. And during the night you would like to turn on your heating, and just you would like to have a floor heating here in this particular room. Some things that you are usually do when you are away, you would like to have your IP cam turned on and everything is turned off. And when you come home, you you would like to have IP camera turned off and all other to turn on. You can do it also in this way. Also, you can play with the locks. So when the system is armed, the locks are blocked. And when the system is disarmed, it's already with the relay that is incorporated in the system, it's opening your locks. So here we see that when the system is armed, the lights are off and vice versa. Also some idea for some shops or some retail parts. So when the system is armed and there is alarm event, all the windows are closing down. And you have here the example of the leakage. When there is leakage in the bathroom, the electro valve is closing immediately from the system. Also, here is a very nice example how IAC system can also be one part of your access control system by opening the barrier, just pressing and holding the button. Of course, IAC relay has to be incorporated in the system. Here you would like to just to turn something on. You can turn here on the lights, probably when you're coming home or when you are leaving. You can do it here by pressing on and pressing off the wireless button. And with this, I would like to conclude this part of scenarios. Also, it is a trend on the market that all producers of security devices are going in this direction. But I think that easiness and reliability of usage of this kind of devices is something that will win at the end, because there are on the market a lot of devices that can do such things, but even they are not too reliable, or maybe even that they are too complicated for the end users or for the installers to be put on the market. So I hope that I encouraged you to use it more, to maybe to decide that not only one control panel and the cheapest detectors on the market are solving your problem, and the future of your company to build on this kind of decisions, because I think that whoever turns faster to these modern technologies, he will win at the end, and this company will probably be more successful than the other ones. So hopefully my presentation will help you in this direction. And the last part, it's a multi-rex campaign. Multi-rex is nothing more than a repeater of the alarm signal. So although it has a dual technology built inside, and on the optimal conditions, it covers up to 2 kilometers in open space. Sometimes if you have some more complicated premises to protect, you probably need extender of your signal, and you can use Rex repeater. On Hub 2 Plus, which is the newest control panel of IAC on the market, you can connect up to 5 repeaters, and there you can have a great coverage. So the system looks like this. So you have hub and 1.8 or 2 kilometers of range between them, and it's very easy to just to put in the middle a repeater, which will extend and double your range between the detector and the hub. And by usage of its full capacities, and if you connect up to 5 repeaters to one system, you can cover the range up to 35 square kilometers, which is a great area. And this is showing how Ajax is not the solution only for the smallest application or for small office home or small medium businesses, but also for some more demanded and requirement, and for all the system where it has more complicated requirements. And at the end, this is my last slide. At the end, I would like to say that and share to you the news today. Dario Srna, our football player, he is a new Ajax ambassador, and he also found a lot of advantages, and he also recognized Ajax as a very modern and successful company, and he would like to promote Ajax. So probably today this news will be official, and please check it out on Ajax and Alarm Automatica websites. There will be some information about that. So I don't know, I come to the end. Hopefully I manage to pass all the most important things. This is example, my presentation is example how two companies that have similar vision of the market and treats the similar values on the same way can be successful, and they can be incorporated one among each other. So I think that this presentation helped you to see that, and that I encouraged you to use Ajax system, not only because great hardware and great software that they are making, but also to use Ajax automation scenarios, which is real the trend nowadays. Said.
Thank you, Slaven, for your presentation.